greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a fire show, just like practice was today with the players on the field. They were getting chippy and scrappy. I want to bring that for you folks today. And right now, we got a good cast of individuals in this bad boy. I got my man's Lions Rumble 81. What's going on, bro?
Hey, how's it going, Mike, man? Thank you for having me as always, man. I'm so excited to be here today.
Y'all already know. And we got my guy. We got Mark Oram from Orams Forum. What's going on, Mark?
Hey, what's going on, Mike, man? Let's go talk some Lions football, man. I got tents out there tonight, baby.
That's facts. And we got a new guy on the podcast today, Jeremy B. What's going on, man?
Oh, not much. Just out here chilling, ready to talk some Lions football.
Hey, you do me a favor and tell the folks about your channel.
My channel's Kneecap Biting with Smoking Jeremy B. Been doing it for 6 months, growing steady, gaining about 20 to 25 subscribers a month.
Hey, growing is a good thing. Just ask Viagra. We got Al Torrey in the building,
Yes.
Jamie Woods, Bobo Land, Chris Mason, Kool-Aid and Cornbread, the sickest name there is. We got Darius Ralston, Alan Dana. We got DAM, Infinite Prod, Anthony. What's up, man? I appreciate you in the building there. We got Frog Crop in the building, 9 drinks, and Ubaldo Bargain. I've destroyed your name. I'm sorry, man. I'm absolutely sorry. I appreciate meeting you guys at training camp as well. That was absolutely fun. That's the best part of training camp is hanging out with the guys and Michael Peters in the building. If you've not smashed that like button, go ahead and smash that like button. Why? Because I'm about 10 feet away from Herman Moore, and he's going to be saying, I'm going to put my foot in your if you don't smash that like button. I really don't want that to happen. Or he's going to sing, and that's not a good thing. Let's just get into training camp, though. People don't want to hear about anything else. Anthony, Anthony took a picture with Anthony, and I really appreciate it. It's nice meeting the young man. Had a hell of a time over there. Let's talk about training camp, though. There's a little bit of fights going on, Mark. A little bit of fights. A little bit of chippiness, Mark. Woo!
Yeah.
We got
Football is back, brother.
Football
is back again. This is what we wanted to hear. This is every training camp. There's going to be scuffles. There's going to be fights. It's a normal thing in the NFL. It's normal in all the football, to tell you the truth. But Austin Bryant went up against Dan Skipper. Those two got at it today. A couple punches were thrown. Helmets being tossed. Logan Stenberg bowling balled a helmet all the way across the field. Man, you knew the big fella would get involved somewhere. And then I like hearing about Austin Bryant, though, because he's a guy that's on the bubble right now, I believe. And he's playing really well in training camp, and he's getting feisty. And then you heard Amon-Ra St. Brown, man. He's getting really physical this year already in training camp. He already had a little tussle with Will Harris the other day. Now him and Amani Oruwariye got into it today. I guess there was a big takedown, man. I just feel it gets my blood going, man. I want to run through a wall right now just talking about it, man. I love it. It's just, and then they all were professionals about it. Then went back to just practicing, man, and just high-fiving each other after practice, man. That's the way it should be.
Oh, it was sick. It was sweet watching that helmet get thrown and the whole pylon going on. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I wanted to run through a wall as well, Mark. I'm not gonna lie, but we were having a good time there. Jeremy, what do you think about this? I like it. I like the feistiness, but hey, I'm just one guy. What do you think, man?
Chippiness happens. But when it's 106 degrees, that chippiness level moves up a little bit. It goes up to that next level. When it's hot and you're sweaty and somebody pisses you off, you're going to go off. And it happened a couple of times. I'm glad. I mean, let's see some fire. We haven't seen it since the Schwartz area.
100% fire. And when we think about fire, we think about my guy Las Vegas here. That's his name, because that's where he lives. It's hot over in Las Vegas, but it was hot on the practice field, Rumble. Tell me what you think. You got that smile on your face? I already know.
I love it. I love it, man. I just feel like the past few years we've been docile and rolling over on our backs, exposing our bellies, but not this year, man. It just, we keep preaching culture and just the fire that this coaching staff has. It's trickled down to the players, and man, I'm excited. I'm so glad that we're able to just have you guys there to kind of witness it, because hearing it through the grapevine is not the same as actually hearing it from people who were there. So man, it's incredible, man. Just seeing that the second week of practice with pads on, it's just going to intensify even more, man. I love it.
It's
I love
facts.
it.
It's facts on facts crime. Let me know in the comment section right now. Do you approve of the chippiness that is taking place at Lions training camp? Y for yes, N for no. Let me know what you think, man. I'm already throwing my Y in there. You already know. I love it. It got me hyped. It got me. I love seeing that stuff. I like it. As long as
I'm showing my Y.
Yeah, you already know. He's got the Y in there. Lions Rumble dropping the Y right now. He already knows. Absolutely knows. And Monroe St. Brown. This guy is chippy as a mug, Mark. He is chippy as a mug, but if you have been at practice like Anthony and others in the chat, you notice something. He is dominating at practice. He looks unstoppable. He's still got that chip on his shoulder, Mark, being a fourth-round pick. He's still like a boss out there. What do you think about Amon-Ra St. Brown and what he's bringing to this team?
I absolutely love it, man. He's a guy that's a second-year dude that, that's already out there. He's already like, a seasoned veteran. Like, he's been in the league for 6 years, man. He's a guy that preaches work ethic. He's a leader already as a young kid. He comes out after practice, man. He still does his 202 catches on the jugs machine. He's a guy that is physical on the field. He's a great route runner, a guy that, somehow slipped to the fourth round. It's incredible that guys like this can fall to the fourth round, because it doesn't happen very often, man, when you see guys like this come to the fourth round. This kid caught 90 balls and 900 yards in a weak offense last year, man. Like, the sky's the limit for this guy. I don't know how many, his targets might go down a little bit this year. He's still going to be a high option in this offense, but he's just going to get better and better as the years go and as the days go, man. And there's already, veterans already talking about this kid as he's already a leader. So I love it, man. This guy's trending up, man, for Amon-Ra.
He is trending up. And I see Lions Realm. You got that smile on your face, man. Let the people know what you think about this. I already know, man.
Man, you love to hear things like this, especially from a fourth-round pick. A guy who, is just embodying what the city of Detroit is. Like, he's showing up, he's playing, he's probably exceeding other people's expectations just because he was drafted fourth round. But we know, just off his brief resume of being here, like, this guy's electric. And now the league's going to be put on notice. Regardless if he is the second option or first option or whatever, you just know, like, the work he's putting in after practice, out there an hour later, still catching balls, still trying to hone in on his craft, man. It's something you love to see, man. So kudos to him, and kudos to Detroit for picking him up.
If you don't know, the offense kicked butt today. They definitely dropped some bombs upon the defense, the offense with Jared Goff and these wide receivers. I was talking to my guy here behind the scenes, Mr. Jeremy, about how, Josh Reynolds is looking good, Chark's looking good. What is going on here? Why is it like this? Why is everything looking good? Is it the second year? Is Anthony Lynn gone? Is it all combined? What do you think's going on here?
Number one, it's Anthony Lynn being gone. As soon as that happened, the offense flipped the switch and looked 100% better. I mean, The running game would look better. The passing game looked better. The wide receivers started getting separation. Here's a key note. It was 90 receptions on 93 targets with one drop. One. You haven't seen that type of production in Detroit in a long time. Never seen anybody catch 90 catches their rookie year, let alone a seasoned veteran. They don't normally catch 90 catches in Detroit.
100%, man. And if you look, Josh Reynolds looked good. Looks really good. Him and Jared Goff has been on target throughout training camp. And DJ Chark. The connection is there, Mark. What does this mean going into week 1? Preseason here and there, whatever. But if they got her on connection right now with Chark and Reynolds, they're looking good. This whole offensive wide receivers look good. Even Cephas is ridiculous. But what does that mean for week 1? The offense, the scheme, it looks like it's really comfortable, and it's not going to be really too much of a slow start.
Well, it just means that we're doing something right here. You know what I mean? The Jared Goff, he came in last year. He comes in from L.A., Anthony Lynn was a problem for him right away. The offense was too vanilla, and they had to get a couple of guys into the system. Now they start to do. He's got, he's going into his second year as a Detroit Lion. He's way more comfortable. He's got a good relationship with Ben Johnson, the new OC. And, the things are looking up for this offense in general. So, DJ Chark was a big addition. He can stay healthy. He can add to this wide receiver core big time. Second year of Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think, is going to be big. TJ staying healthy. Josh Reynolds, I guess he looks more physical than he has out there in a long time. So everyone's kind of, they're getting used to the system. It's all second year in now. Things are looking good for the Detroit Lions. Now we just got to get it done. We just got to set it in place.
I want to do a huge shout out to my guy D-Money. He actually worked at the practice facility the last couple of days, man. The guy is awesome. We had a conversation, talked for a while. Huge shout out to that guy. I'm going to get him on the podcast one of these days because this guy, he knows his stuff, and it was really, really cool to see. DeAndre Swift, Rumble, has been really good in training camp. Phenomenal. I mean, he looks the part. He's doing good cuts, fast. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be dangerous this year.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this O-line is we got our anchor back in Frank. Again, the center, we hear it all the time. They're kind of like the quarterback of the offensive line. So just having him there, just knowing that he's got your back, and just this whole thing of all the players trusting each other, right? So Swift got called out by his coach last year about how he was playing. He wasn't really hurt. He was just sore, those types of things. So he looks to be chiseled up, came back in shape, and we know he's an offensive threat behind that line of scrimmage, and he can run those little routes that we need him to run to kind of take that pressure off of Goff being in the pocket for so long. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings. I know everybody's kind of they're all just rallying around each other. So I'm so excited, man. This is incredible, man.
One of the players that I wanted to pay attention to in the last couple of days, really starting to show himself, is that Jermar Jefferson. He showed it again today. Quick burst, speed. He's fighting for his job, and he's making an impression. Him and Godwin Igwebuike are really going at it. Now, Godwin, he did not drop a ball that I know of today, so that's 2 days in a row, and that's really good. Mark, this competition here.
Mark it on the calendar.
Mark it on the calendar. It's a day he didn't drop a ball, but each day is a positive thing in the right direction. He's got speed. Godwin has speed.
He does.
If he can hold on to that ball, he can be a dangerous weapon.
If he can hold on to it in game, I may remove my nickname for him, which is Igwebuike, because he pukes up the football.
Yeah, that you got to remove that. That's a bad name. You don't want that name. You definitely don't want it. What do you see happening, Mark, with this position? They're both looking good in camp from what I've seen. Jermar Jefferson and Godwin.
Yeah, so far, man, so far so good for the RB4 there. It's Jermar Jefferson. He got pegged down in the running back totem pole a little bit, man. Craig Reynolds has kind of took over that RB3 role right now. They just brought in Justin Jackson. It's a guy that I actually like a lot if he can just stay healthy. But between guys like Igwebuike and Jefferson, I don't know what it's really going to come down to and what this organization really values the most. They want a guy that's going to be really comfortable, really good on special teams. And Godwin Igwebuike, man, he took a ton of special team snaps last year. I believe he was second or third most snaps on special teams last year. Jermar Jefferson came in as a rookie. He's starting to look a little more comfortable. Him kind of getting demoted in that running back room every day. Now we're hearing that he's kind of stepping up, and he's not sitting there. He's not going into a shell. He's not pouting. He's not doing anything like that. Not that we're hearing anything. So it's good. So it's a really good battle right now. What are they going to value when it comes down to crunch time? They're going to value the speed and the special teams of Godwin, or are they going to rely on maybe the future of Jermar Jefferson, maybe his vision, his running back skills? So it's going to be a tough battle, man. They got a decision to make right now, but I'd say right now it's probably Godwin Igwebuike, man. I think Jermar Jefferson is in a lot of trouble of getting cut on this team, and he's young.
Do you agree with #FGB? Well, I do. Throw that in the comment section right now. You already know
FGB.
You know what the GB stands for. Good old Green Bay. Throw that in the comment section. Again, I had a Packers fan last week say, I don't like it. Well, I don't care. I don't really care. So it is what it is. If you don't like it, well, there's other places you can go to. You don't want to come here. But throw it in the comment section. Show your fandom against the Green Bay Packers. Let's switch to the defense and the defensive line. Now, Romeo Okwara has been out for a while, Rumble, and he don't look like he's going to come back anytime soon. He said hopefully he'll be back for some part of the regular season. He ain't coming back soon. But, Rumble, there's one person taking huge advantage of this, and that's Charles Harris. Him and Aidan Hutchinson has been killing it on the edges.
Absolutely, man.
And they're going against a great offensive line. What is your expectations now with Aidan and Charles?
Yeah, these guys, Charles has a lot to build on from last year. I mean, this guy is it's his time to shine. And what better way than to feed off of the rookie who's got all the energy, who's got all the forward motion coming into this, right? He's our prodigal son, basically. So I'm looking forward to them feeding off each other, picking up moves off each other, and just really solidifying the ends and allowing those guys up the middle to eat, and vice versa. I'm looking forward to those guys up the middle allowing the ends to eat as well, man. So again, we're this young core is just, oh my goodness, man. It's gonna be filthy, man, because these guys like to get coached up, and what better pieces in these former players to get them where they need to be.
Now, Jeremy, like I said, this defensive line has been doing really good, especially on the edges with Aidan and Charles Harris. And they're going to get, to me, a really good offensive line. These guys are battling, as we've seen with the fights that is taking place, a fantastic battle. What does it mean, though? Aidan and Charles Harris are getting theirs, and they're going against a hell of an offensive line. What does that mean for other teams? We finally got a defensive line that can get after the quarterback that we've been missing for, I feel like, for a long time.
8 years. We've been missing this for 8 years. The last time we had a D-line that got into it like this, it was the 2015 season when we made the playoffs, which will record week the back door. That being said, I don't know if they're playing them at the ends or if they're using the 7 and 9 technique more, or if they're doing a little bit of. I love it. I can't wait to see it in person this Saturday because I'm going. I just want to see it.
100%. You guys gonna see it too. They getting after, like I was talking to some of the fans today, and I was saying, isn't it nice seeing Jared Goff getting sacked? They're not sacking him, but it would be a sack.
Love it. Yeah.
And I'm not saying bad about Jared Goff. I'm saying we got some edges.
Great about the
finally.
Defense. Yes. Yes.
Because that could be
Aaron
Rodgers or Karen Rodgers. That can be Kirk Cousins. That can be Justin Fields. Man, I'm sorry, but you're in for some
Bustin'
trouble,
Fields.
You're gonna get beat up, man. Mark, you coached the defensive line. what do you like about these two guys, and do you think that we can finally sack quarterbacks?
Well, like, man, like what I'm like hearing and stuff like that, I'm hearing Charles, like you said, Mike, Charles Harris is absolutely taking the benefit of what's going on here of Aidan Hutchinson being on the other side, man. Those are two cornerstones right there. Harris, I've been preaching Charles Harris for months now. You know it too, brother. I've been saying he's going to have over 10 sacks this year. This defense is different. They're built different. You know, I'm still worried about a lot of details of this defense. D-line, I'm not even worried about at all. And then Hutchinson, you're reading about Hutchinson that he's doing it from the outside. He's doing it from the inside. I guess he beat Big V today on a 2-minute drill where he got into and he sacked Jared Goff, you know, with the two-hand touch. So he's not just winning from the outside. Everybody was saying, oh, Hutchinson's only going to be able the guy that's going to be able to go outside. He's going to, you know, he's not going to be able to come in. He's too small, 260 pounds. He can't do it from the inside. He's beating guys like, you know, Big V, who had a really good season last year for the Detroit Lions, played excellent for the Lions last year at guard. So he's not doing it just against scrubs, man. He's doing it against guys like Sewell, who had an up and down rookie year last year, who really turned it on at the end. So I absolutely love this, man. And when the two guys on the outside are going to be eating, like Rumble said, man, the two guys on the inside are going to be coming in and eating all day, man. They're going to have one-on-one matchups because they're going to have to worry about Charles Harris and Aidan Hutchinson coming off the edge, man. So I'm excited for this D-line, man. Like, we can talk about anything else on this defense. This D-line is not going to be a problem. I'll tell you right now, man. Let's go.
KPS752 just became a member. Thank you so much, man. Huge shout out to you. Brother. You are an OG. I really appreciate the support. That's what it's all about, man. You are absolutely an awesome person. And he says #FGB, so he's on it. He's on the right track, just like I feel like our pass rush is, Rumble. You know, we've been missing out, man. I got to tell you, I'm watching it. Are you getting jitters? Are you getting like Karen Rogers? Remember a boy named Sue who used to come at you? Now we got a boy named Aiden, and he gonna come at you.
What an incredible story, man. We've been missing this for a long time, man. We've probably been one of the defenses who have been giving these quarterbacks all the time in the world to make a play just to carve us up. So if we can, if this D-line can dominate like they're doing in practice right now, the NFC is already on notice right now, man. They know our stock has been rising, and just this defensive line in general. These guys look like they came back chiseled. They came in shape. They're riding off of Aidan Hutchinson. He's coming in and just giving them a bolt of energy, man. He's like a Red Bull to them right now. So kudos to those guys, man. And I'm with Mark on this one, man. That is probably the only part of this defense I'm not questioning right now is that D-line. So if they can get in there 100%. And get pressures, it's going to bring everybody else. It's going to allow everybody else to, you know, maybe make a mistake or two here or there, just knowing that those guys have the up front covered. So
Salem says, cool your jets, folks. It's only training camp. I got to say why I'm not cooling my jets. I have not seen pass rush. My jets in this D-line. I have not seen pass rush since 2014. And I want to see this is what I enjoy watching.
I brought that specific point up about 2014 because our secondary looked great. And Slay was a rookie, and we had nobody. We had Nevin Lawson and Rashid Mathis back there. Come on.
It's okay. It's okay to have fun, man. It's okay to get excited, and I am excited. Now, if you know the win-loss record, I have 7 to 8 wins. It's maybe under what other people, but we have not had a pass rush in forever, and it's been trash rush. And from what I'm seeing at camp, and I've been to many, many camps, we finally have it. And they're going against a really good offensive line, so that has me excited. Raw Detroit in the building. Make sure you subscribe to Raw Detroit. That's my buddy T.A. Does a lot of Detroit Lions content and prospects.
What up, Raw?
Yeah, he knows prospects. That's what he does, and that's what it's all about, man. Getting that information out there to the public regarding upcoming players. One thing, though, Mark Orem, I've watched a lot, and I've tried to keep my eye on the linebacking core. And there's only really And I'm not saying it's a bad, good thing or anything, but there's only one really player that's been standing out to me at the linebacking core, Malcolm Rodriguez. Now,
Yeah.
he's having his rookie moments, but at the same time, he is sideline to sideline. He's a dog, okay? This guy likes to scrap. He is fast. He's looking good with his speed out there. What do you think he can bring to the Detroit Lions, this year? And when do you see him becoming a starter? If like this year, if you were to say a week.
This linebacking core really scares me, man. It's not the best linebacking core, but a guy like Malcolm Rodriguez is a fresh of breath air. You know what I mean? Breath of fresh air. Sorry. He's a guy that's got, right now he's working his way up the totem pole. He was a guy that was literally stuck on linebacker 3, the third team, fourth team. Now he's starting to go up there with the second unit, even got a little bit of first team reps apparently. So he's a guy that they're slowly going to bring along. He's a special teams guy, I think, at the moment. He's going to have to probably beat out guys like Anzalone. Maybe, because Anzalone seems to be our number one guy, apparently. I don't know why. He just is. There's nobody really better than him, to tell you the truth. There's nobody really better than him, though, man. We have to really look at this whole linebacking unit, man. It's not a good core. It's just not, man. But if they can pair Anzalone maybe up with Malcolm Rodriguez, I think in the future it's going to be really, really impressive, man. This is a kid that has great instincts. He's heady. He gets to the ball. He's a complete ball hawk, man. That's what he was in college. That's what he's showing early on. Now, if you're asking me when he's going to start, I don't really know, man. We have to see him in games first. I want to see him again going up against other teams. I want to see where he's at. I think this regime, though, I think Kelvin Shepherd is absolutely in love with him. From what I'm hearing, from what is being reported, his kids is shooting up the depth chart. So I think they're going to put him in situations where they see if they can trust him. And if they can trust him right up, and if he shows right off the bat, man, he could be starting by week 2 or week 3. And I was the one that told everybody to calm the hell down about Malcolm Rodriguez, but he's playing well. I know it's against us. I know it's against this offense and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter. If he shoots up that depth chart, you know what I mean? He's going to be starting sooner than later. He could possibly beat out a guy like Derrick Barnes or a Chris Board. That could easily happen. So who knows, man?
9 Drinks with the comment of the day says, you have to be bald to be on this panel.
You do.
I had that comment of the day right there. Absolutely
Perfect.
love it.
That
man.
one wins the internet.
Oh, man, you guys are hilarious.
Oh,
Folks,
man.
it's your time to shine. It is your time to shine. If you got questions, I may have an answer. Rumble will have an answer. Mark does great answers. And we got Jeremy. He's going to have an answer. But let us know in the comment section, hashtag Lions or hashtag bald guy. I don't care what it is. With a hashtag, let me see it. Now, if I miss it, don't be hating. It's because I missed it, folks. Just copy, repost it. I try to get back to it and do the best that I can. But, hey, it's your show for 30 minutes. Let's go. I like this time. It gives them a chance to go ahead and rule the roast and just go ahead and take this thing over, because I have no idea what they're going to come up with. They come up with the craziest stuff, especially Go Lions. So put those questions in the comment section. You can do it with the panel. You can do each individual. You can do Mark Orem, the defensive lines coach for the Detroit Lions right there. Whatever you want, man, we try to get it for you. Now, any news on the Cephas update? Yes, he'll be good to go in about 2 weeks. It's nothing serious, thank God, and we got lucky there. What are the chances Rodriguez starts week 1? I would probably say unlikely. What do you think, Rumble?
Yeah, again, that's a huge plate to put him on week 1. Again, if he shows out in preseason, like who am I to say something? I mean, if he's better than Jared Davis in preseason, if he miraculously learns the learns where everybody needs to be, then I don't see why not. I mean, again, this D line is going to make it to where those guys are attacking just as much as they are. So, yeah, I wouldn't put it past. We just have to see.
I'm telling you right now, with the Pascal injury, Night Owl in 1978, no one really knows. I was asking about that today. No one really knows. Go ahead.
Do we know the surgery date? Do we know the surgery date when he had the hernia surgery? It was right after the combine, right?
I don't know.
It was right after the combine, correct? Isn't that what they said?
He got injured in minicamp.
No. He actually got injured just before the bowl game.
Okay.
He got injured just before the bowl game last year in college.
I know he had a leg thing with he was dealing with cancer.
Yeah, he had his
right.
injury.
Well,
he got hurt back in camp. He got hurt back in camp again, but then he had surgery in the spring for the Lions.
And that surgery is it's 12 to 15 weeks. So that's 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, man.
So
he's gonna
you look at that puts him on that timeline of looking probably around the bye week or a little after.
Yeah. Well,
makes sense.
We'll see, man. It's like wait and see. That's a big mystery. A lot of people are trying to figure that out today. We're like, we don't know. I have no idea. What are the chances we get a different backup quarterback before the season's? I'd say pretty much 0. I don't think that if they would have done it, they would have done it by now.
I'm hoping Tim Boyle slips on a banana peel going out onto the field. Come on.
Yeah, he's got something on people. But Blau could take the backup role, just an FYI, because I'm watching Blau. He's doing pretty good and compared to Tim Boyle out there. But, hey, my brother Jason got a pick with 2 of your favorite players. Guess who? Oh, man, you already know that. That's Tim Boyle and Will Harris. But I got to say, huge shout out to Will Harris. He's doing really good at corner. And I'm not going to hate on the man for doing a good job there. But safety.
He's doing better.
Yeah, not bad with the safety thing here. Would you put your money on to win starting cornerback job, Okudah or Harris? What do you got, Jeremy?
I'm thinking it's Okudah right now because you're hearing just as good of things about him as you are about Will Harris. Neither one has really stood out above the other. So if you look at it skill set wise, Okudah should be the one that starts over Harris.
What do you think, Mark? And then just go ahead, rumble right after.
Yeah, man, I think Jeremy hit the nail on the head, man. I think it's going to be Okudah. We're not really hearing who's really taking over right now. I think they really want Okudah to win this job. So I think Okudah's going to win it eventually, man.
Yeah, I kind of agree with both of these guys. Didn't Will just sign a contract with us? Was that?
No, he's on the. I think he's on the last year.
He's last year. Yep. Last year rookie deal.
Okay. So we still have that fifth year option with Okudah, right? We're still kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think we.
And he hasn't even played a season of games.
Exactly. So I think we're waiting to see how much money we're gonna have to pay Okudah. So I'm willing to bet that they want him to kind of take over the reins because again, he's a high draft pick, and again, we even if we don't keep him, he needs at least be what's the word I'm looking for? Auditioning for
productive.
A role somewhere else. Yeah. We
like
need him
trade.
to be.
Yeah,
absolutely. So
hashtag FGB, is Boyle going to take over QB1 in preseason? On week 3 preseason, he will.
Bless America. I can't believe anybody even asked that question.
It was a joke. He's giving me hassle there. Brady says, when is the Lions' first preseason game? That's next week. How many yards Chark and St. Brown getting? Oof. St. Brown, I got to tell you what, he looks so good. Sky's the limit. He's just look unstoppable in training camp. I'm going to say there's a lot of weapons. That's the issue. But I'm going to go 1,200. He's looked so good in camp. It's unbelievable how well he's practiced. And he's just, when he gets the ball, no one can tackle him. Just no one's tackling him.
That's the thing is his yak.
Yep.
Yards after catch. That's what he does. He's a dog.
So, percentage of Detroit good players, percentage of NFL good. There's a lot of good players on this team. It's not like last year. The depth is actually, it's going to be sad because I think when they cut to 53, you're going to see good players get cut, and they're going to go to other teams. There's a lot of good depth in this, like wide receiver core, depth. outstanding. I love the offensive line. Running back core, really good. The tight ends depth is okay. I wouldn't say it's great. Defensive line, good. Linebacker, cheeks. Secondary, good. So you're going to see good players get tossed to another team. It's going to happen. I don't know percentage, but that's kind of how it is, Rumble.
I kind of feel bad because if Jerry Jacobs can't get back to playing, he might be one of those guys that doesn't make the 53.
Oh, he making the team, man.
Yeah.
Jerry.
What a good.
That isn't what I'm saying. That's a good problem to have. If everybody else is playing good enough that's a decision to put him on the practice squad, that's a great problem to have with how he played last season.
Absolutely.
I mean, he was balling, man. He is balling. I'm trying to get to everybody's comment. So, again, repost it if I miss it because I know I just missed a couple. Similar question, who gets slot position, Parker or Hughes? What do you got, Mark?
I'm going to say Mike Hughes, man. I think he's the front runner right now. He's been taking the most reps in practice and in the training camp. A.J. Parker's right behind him. And, hey, man, don't sleep on Chase Lucas either, man. Don't sleep on Chase Lucas is making a little bit of noise I hear out there. But I think Hughes has got it right now, though.
How many sacks does Hutch get this year? I was saying 10 before training camp. I'm going to say 12. He's looked good, Rumble. He's looked really good.
I said he's going to have 6 against the Bears alone.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, absolutely.
So
man.
I said it was going to be between 9.5 and 12.5 sacks is what I said when we drafted him, and I'm going to stick with those numbers.
What do you got, Rumble?
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you guys. Anything over 9, he starts getting in double digits. Defenses are going to have to start paying attention to his side wherever they move him. So yeah, I'm leaning towards that 10. That's not too much to ask for. One or two a game, that's doable.
He's getting a sack at practice. A sack again. You're not actually hitting the quarterback at least one at every practice I've seen. He had one today.
He's gotten one against Decker. He's gotten one against. Wasn't it Decker? He got it on the first day. He got it against Jonah the second day. He got it against Sewell the third day. He got it against Vaitai today. The guy is getting a sack a day. A sack a day against the top 3 O-line. Hear me now, a top 3, not top 5, top 3 ranked O-line.
Okay, Jeremy, top 3, baby.
It's a BA offensive line. It is, man. Like
we played 4 bad O-lines this year. We play 4 of them because we play the Bears twice.
Bears is terrible.
Yep.
And I tell you what, they're having a horrible camp. The offense is. So I can't.
And you guys saw the news that Tevin Jenkins is on the trade block now, right?
Yeah, man. I think Justin Fields is going to have to be on the trade block if this keeps up.
Bustin Fields. I started calling Bustin Fields not because he's going to be a bust in the NFL, because he's going to get busted behind that O-line.
Oh, my God. They set that man up for failure. Craig Reynolds should be the number 2 back. You know what? Craig Reynolds done really well in camp. And him and Jameson Williams they're kind of fighting it out, but I could see him being the number 2. You're not going to hear me complain about that, but I think Jameson Williams will be this year. But I'm not going to argue with that, Mark.
Yeah, man. The story on Craig Reynolds is phenomenal, man. He's nothing but a work ethic guy, man. He works hard. He's got that RB3 locked up right now, but I don't think he's better than Jamaal. I'm going to take Jamaal right now at that number 2. Swifty at 1. So. But we're going to see, I think, a lot of Craig Reynolds this year, man. We're going to see more than we did last year, obviously, because he came in late. So I'm expecting some nice things to happen for Craig Reynolds, man. And he can step in really nicely if somebody goes down. So it's a nice problem to have, man. So he's number 2. He's number 3. It doesn't really matter to me. Just be productive.
Right now, we got 143 in the building with 60 likes. We can get to 100 right now.
Get those likes up, people. Come on.
Let's get those likes up, man. Let's get to 100 likes. And, hey, the more likes we get, the more chance that this stream gets pushed out there. That's just how it works. And it's the honest to God truth. Man, don't be yelling at me. It's the YouTube algorithm you guys to yell at out there. Hashtag FGB. Mike McCall, thank you so much with the hashtag FGB. Living in Cal. Tired of hearing about the 49ers. How do you compare the Lions to the 49ers? Well, I guess you could say, you know how the 49ers were the second worst team in the NFL? They got Bosa, and they propelled their team, and you have a Jimmy Garoppolo with weapons like a Deebo Samuel, and they're looking good in a physical team. They're a very physical team. Now, I'm not saying we're going to do what the 49ers did, but you can kind of see it. You've got the Aidan Hutchinson, kind of like the Bosa. A physical football team with a stout offensive line and a quarterback that's not going to make too much errors. And that's what I kind of compare it to their Rumble.
Yeah, I mean the 49ers, we know they had a pretty good run a couple years back, and so I don't think we can. I don't want to compare ourselves to them. They got a good tight end, they got this, they got that, but we're doing things the Lions way, man. I fell in bed with that whole thing with the Patriot way. I'm not going to do that again this year, man. We're doing things the 3-1-3 way, man.
Don't do it the Patriot way. No.
Don't say that word.
Don't do it the Patriot way, man. You're doing it the Patriot way.
Patricia way. That wasn't the Patriot way. That was the Patricia way.
Man, look. Yeah. Here's the deal, man. Here's the deal, man. If you're a fan of dumpster diving and looking for treasure, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions, news, and rumors. And sometimes being a Lions fan, someone brings up Matt Patricia.
Oh, my God.
Also, take that like button with you and let Matt Patricia put it in his ear. Oh, man, do you think Boyle can beat out Goff for the starting role? TB12 has been playing better. There's absolutely no chance that will happen.
You got about the same chance that will happen that the Lions will fire Campbell and hire Patricia back right now.
Boyle might lose that number 2 spot, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, Blau's been out playing him. Boyle had one good day, and everybody was saying glowing things. And the next thing you know, Boyle looked like Boyle.
Yeah. You know what, Blau is not spectacular on the practice field, but he's the smaller of the quarterbacks, but he's making the least amount of mistakes of between him and Boyle. To me, he's efficient. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, Tim Boyle has a strong arm. He's got a cannon. He's got the strongest arm on the team. But when he throws it, it's just like, poof, like it goes out into the stands. Like, literally, he's supposed to do a 5-yard pass, and I may be 50 yards away, and I'm telling the guys next to me, get ready, a football may be coming to you. It's just
I said it before, and I'll say it again. Tim Boyle has the arm strength of Malik Willis. The problem is he has the accuracy also.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. If you've got questions, throw it in the comment section. I got a question here. Will you be at training camp tomorrow? Probably not. I probably will not be. This is my last day in Detroit. I'd like to help out Herm in the studio a little bit more. A lot of work to do. Busy bee, and so maybe I just get here early and get to working. Friday's a busy day. Great to see Mark, Rumble, and Mike. Well, what about seeing Jeremy? It's good to see Jeremy as well. I'll put him in there.
Thanks, appreciate
it. Yeah, throw him in there, man. Let's see. Will Lean be used more on pass rushes, or is he going to be a run stuffer? I would suggest run stuffer. Rumble, what do you think?
Yeah, they've man, what a difference a year makes. They went back to the drawing board and said, all right, we're going to make all these guys attack the offensive line. We're going to make the offense react to us. So I think they're in for a rude awakening, man. Alim's a big boy, man. I don't see one person stopping him. So it's going to be fun to see what they do and who they decide to double, because the edges are looking crispy, the interior's looking bolstered. So yeah, man. Who doesn't like a crispy
You can notice him anywhere. He is twice the size of anybody else on the field. He's a big boy, man. It's nice to see. Yeah. You don't need numbers. You just say, yeah, there's the big guy. That's Alim McNeill. We know it there. Wayne Shirk just became a member. Shout out to you, Wayne Shirk.
Congratulations, Wayne.
Yeah, hey.
I talk to Wayne all the time.
You, man. Wayne is a G. Everybody shout out Wayne. I say Wayne is a G. He is absolutely.
Wayne is a G.
He absolutely is. Any thoughts leading up to the first preseason game. Mark, what are you going to be looking for in the first preseason game? It's hype. It's the first game we've seen in a long time.
First preseason game, one thing first and foremost is health. I want to see, I want to see everybody come out unscathed. We're probably not going to see a lot of the players, first guys in there. You're not going to see much of Goff. You're not going to see, DJ Chark might not even play. I just want to see health, man. And then I just want to see, like some of the younger guys, the UDFA guys. I want to see how they're progressing. I want to see how everybody's progressing. But, they're going to get a lot of playing time, man. Guys like Demetrius Taylor, those kind of guys, man. Those guys are going to be in there a lot. So I just want to see health, and I want to see how they're progressing, how they're communicating on the field. And just overall health, though, is my big concern.
Jeremy, what you looking for preseason game one?
Well, he stole my first answer, but I'm going to go with the second one. I want us to pull a move like the Jags are doing tonight. Don't even play your first string. Let everybody stay healthy. Let all the camp battles happen right there on the field. It's the smartest thing I've ever seen come out of the Jags camp. Lawrence, Etienne, Laviska Shenault, all of those guys are sitting.
I think
all of them are? All of them?
Yeah. Yeah. They did an article about it 2 days ago.
Hiring Meyer was a really smart thing. Rumble. These guys
did
talk
get their
about
kicker
what they want to see week one. You got screwed. You're last, man. So you got
what do I want to see week one? Let's see. I'm agreeing with these guys. But in the words of Joseph Dion, kickers. I want to see what the kicking game is looking like. I want to see what the special teams is looking like. I want to see some trick plays. I want to see these various different packages that they're going to be wanting to run with these third and fourth stringers. So and the red zone. I want to see what they do in the red zone, man. Like show me something in the red zone. That way we're not always going down there and kicking 3 points. So yeah.
I have some eyes on Malcolm Rodriguez. I want to watch what he can do. I'm watching the whole linebacking core. I don't care who's starting. I want to see everybody that plays. My eyes are strictly on them the whole time. It's been hard in training camp to see what the linebackers are doing. It's very difficult, so I don't really have a big grasp, and I want to see what's going on there for sure. I want to see how well Blau does and compared to Tim Boyle. I look, best man wins. But to me, so far in camp, it's been Blau. But at the same time, sometimes when you put, in game time, it's different than training camp. I want to see who shows out from the running game. Jermar Jefferson and Godwin Ikebuke. I want to see what they can do out there because that's an interesting battle that's going on for the Lions. Do y'all think that we can at least make a wild card this year if everyone stays healthy? Rumble? What do you think?
Yes. Yeah, we have to insert our dominance in the NFC North, though, man. We really have to, with these new tenured coaches coming in, man. We really got to insert dominance and fear into these teams, man, and let them know, like, hey, you guys are behind us right now, man. It's our time to shine, and I'm hoping that we at least split with Green Bay again this year, and if we split with Minnesota, I wouldn't be upset. But I think in order to be wild card, you're gonna have to definitely show dominance in the NFC North.
Dominance. Jeremy, what do you think, man? Do you think we can get a wild card?
If you look at the schedule and you look at who we play, there are 8 winnable games on the schedule. There are 4 toss-up games. It means there's 5 games that we may or may not have a chance in because the teams are that good. That being said, that means I've said 7 to 10 wins for like 6 weeks straight now. I'm sticking to that because if we catch fire, stay healthy, and we win those winnable games and maybe lose one of them and then win a couple of the toss-up games, we're at 9 wins. If the Pack has the division sewed up again in week 18, you know what's going to happen. We're going to start getting after Rodgers just like last year. But that was with a practice squad depth of team. We hit him 8 times, sacked him 4 times, and they said, oh, we may have wanted to play him this whole game, but we're getting him killed. Get him the hell out of there.
Mark Orem, I'm looking at you, man. What do you got?
Oh, man. not a downer. I don't want to be the downer, but I feel like
I did say the key
like,
words on those winnable games and everything else. I said, if we stay healthy.
I just don't see it doing it just yet, man. I just don't see it doing it yet, but I see the improvement. We just need to see it more on the field. I've got this team winning 6 to 9 games. I said I think get to 9 games. That could be a wild card game. I think it's going to be pretty tough to get to 9, but I see the difference in the team. I just want to see it on the field. We're talking about culture. We're talking about everything else. Let's see it on the field now. I don't have them going to the playoffs just yet, man. Hopefully next year. Next year is where I think they make the playoffs.
Let me know in the comment section below. Will the Detroit Lions make the playoffs this season? Y for yes, N for no. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know right now.
Notice I said a shot. I didn't say it wouldn't happen. It would happen or wouldn't happen. I just said they had a shot.
I will give you my answer. I think we don't. I think it's 7 to 8 wins. I think we just miss out. That's what I have. It's going to be close, but I think 7 to 8 is something the Lions can do. And, again, you just flip a game and you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
Yep.
Like if they come out and win a game that I don't expect, and we've seen it last year with Arizona. I don't think a lot of people expect the Lions win that game and they whoop their butt.
I picked them to lose.
Yeah, I picked them to lose too.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you guys. We have to insert our dominance in the division first, and that would be the measuring stick. Because then if we
sweep the Bears,
getting 3
split
or 4
with Green Bay and Minnie.
Yeah,
there we go.
That's it. That's all I ask.
3 or 4 wins. 3 or 4 wins right
no.
there. Yeah.
LM says yes. Christopher says yes. Cakeman says, to be honest, no. Al Torrey, yes. Sorry, boys. We need help on the D. A strong D. Maz says no, it looks like. I agree with Orem. Raw Detroit, 10-7. 9 drinks says yes. Mark, electric and real as always. 100% he is. It will be the best Hard Knocks ever. Maz, I agree, man. It's going to be a sick Hard Knocks, and I can't wait for that bad boy to start in 6 days. Hard Knocks is going to be on. What are you looking forward to, Rumble, on Hard Knocks?
Man, Dan Campbell. I mean, we kind of saw a little snippet of him, man. He's pumping his team up. We're going to play in a grass. We're going to play on turf. We're going to play in a landfill. We're going to play in one of those potholes. Yeah. We have potholes in Detroit, man. Them things are like, you could fit a whole coffin down there. But yeah,
you can fit the Renaissance Center in one.
So
that's facts, man.
So I'm looking for that, man. The guy's he's a motivator of men, and he's a staple of what this team needs, man. They believe in him. He believes in them. They're all trusting in each other. So let's see, like you said, let's see it show on the field as well.
Mark Orem. How do we look at salary cap wise? We have an idea, but it always goes up or down. Generally goes up, but you can go on Spot Track and look it up. But again, it's difference each year. So, but what do you think? What do you
think I saw something. It looked like it was right now. If we don't do any extensions or any more signings, it looking like somewhere between 70 and 80 million next year, which is huge.
We're gonna have a ton of money.
Yeah, we're gonna be in Indianapolis, a ton of money. Ton. Yeah, we're going to have the Monopoly Man ton. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, we drop into Brink's truck, and we're going to be getting some acquisitions, I think. What are you looking forward to, Mark, in Hard Knocks, besides seeing yourself on there, coaching the D-line?
I want to see what my doppelganger does, man. He better not, he better do well out there. No, I trust.
Got to get a picture with him, man. I'd die. He's too standing.
I have to somehow get a picture with that man. I got to go there. I got to get over there with you guys, man. But what I want to see Hard Knocks, man. Rumble said it. I want to see what Campbell does. I want to see how he leads these guys. They're preaching. They're preaching culture. They're preaching unity, chemistry. I want to see how he actually leads these guys, man, because we've been hearing it for 2 years now. We see it in little articles. We see it in little videos for 2 minutes. I want to see on Hard Knocks on how he's actually communicating with these guys one-on-one. in groups, in team meetings. We saw a little blurb of that too the other day with the video out about the landfill and all that. So I just want to see what Dan Campbell and what he's preaching to these guys, because these guys appear to be all in. You get your one bad apple like a Tyrell Crosby that runs his mouth, but everybody else seems to be on board, man. You got everybody on board with Dan Campbell. So I want to see how he literally communicates with his players, man. I'm very excited to see that.
Cakeman 1218 says, hashtag with the Lions being the highest paid offense this year. Jeremy, do you see it paying off?
Yes, considering how 60% of that's wrapped up in the O-line. That's where it should be wrapped up. Yeah, I mean, yeah. we got rookie to prove it deals throughout the rest of the contract. Jared Goff now is a under market value quarterback. Look at the last 20 Super Bowls. What has won? Either Tom Brady on a less than market value quarterback pay, or a rookie salary.
Does Jeremy have a channel? Shout it out, Jerem. That's what he's saying. Shout your channel out.
Kneecap biting with Smoking Jeremy B. I'm on YouTube. Yes, I do.
Bold prediction. Don Burr. First off, if you don't know Don Burr, he's freaking awesome. He goes to all the chat sports channels, all the other people, and he dogs them. He reps Detroit. I love it. He's my he's my knight in shining armor when he's going after all these Bears fans. He says, bold prediction, we sweep in Green Bay. I got money at already. That's a bold prediction, by the way. Rumble, what's a bold prediction for you, man? Because that's a hard one to compete.
Man, Don Burr, that's my dog, man. I love that man. But yeah, I'm kind of right there with him, man. I think you guys kind of hit on it earlier, man. I think there's some games where just our sheer pride and just the Dan egoism, I think that kind of carries us to win some of these games, man. Like last year against Minnesota, man. Like, I think we have a game or two like that up under our sleeves this year, just because they don't want Dan to lose. And they don't want, it's just, so my bold prediction is, we lose. Like I said, we split Green Bay, we split the Minnesota Vikings, we sweep the Bears. I think we only lose 2 games out of that. That's going to be my bold prediction out of the NFC North. They have one more year to insert their dominance before we take over with our youth core.
Mark, Don Burr, he did a bold prediction. That's bold. Mark, what's a bold prediction for you?
A bold prediction for me, man. Okay, well, that's usually something that's probably not going to happen, right? So my bold prediction, I think the Lions are going to win 10 plus games. I think they're going to come close with, between 6 and 9. Do I think they're going to win 10 games? No, but, you want a bold prediction, that's it right there for me, man. If they can get to 9, though, the funny thing is, if they can get to 9, man, they can possibly get to 10. I just don't want to drink the Kool-Aid. I don't want to be that Kool-Aid drinking guy. I'm never that guy. I can't be that guy. But if they can get to 9, I guess there's a possibility of getting to 10. But I think it's a pretty bold prediction to get there.
I think if they got to 9, that's a playoff team right there.
It could be, yeah.
With the 7 teams. Jeremy, give a bold prediction that I don't know if you can beat out Don Burr. That's bold. He is a G in this game.
Crazy.
What's a bold prediction for you?
Goff will be a top 15 quarterback this year.
Should be. I don't know. I think it's a bold prediction for the ESPNs of the world and for those guys, but I think that's kind of where he's at. I think that's where he should be at. I think they.
Well, think about it. Last year we were 19th. Yeah, we were 19th in passing last year.
Yeah.
And that was with him starting with 9 weeks of abysmalness.
I think that's kind of where he's at. You know what I'm saying? I think that's bold for legacy media. Or for anyone who's paying attention, with the weapons that we got. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo looked like a freaking stud over there. We got more weapons.
Somebody said something about interception ratio. Was that touchdown to interception ratio the question that was asked earlier?
How many touchdowns and interceptions? I forgot. I did see that comment.
It was he's been 2-1 his entire career, except for the really bad year in LA. And that was because McVay was done already mentally with Goff. Yeah. So that being said, We saw 2-1 last year. Actually, it was 2.1-1. I think it's going to improve with better weapons, better play calling throughout the whole season. It should improve.
Everyone
It
knows
might
I'm not a
even be as
Goff
high as
truther.
2.4-1.
Everyone knows I'm not a Goff truther or a hater. I'm in the middle on it. But one thing about Jared Goff is he doesn't throw a lot of interceptions and compared to when we had Matthew Stafford. He's just not. He doesn't throw as much interception. He takes less risk. You know, gunslinger Matthew Stafford takes more risk. But I'm not too worried about the interception. It's more just fumbles or throwing it down on fourth down. Come on, man. You can't throw the ball away on fourth down. Can't do that, man. There's no reason to throw it away on fourth down. Don't do that, man. Come on now. Mike, Indy's 5 hours from where you going to camp. I'm not going to go to Indianapolis. Absolutely not. I do have a work life, and I won't be doing it. But NFL Combine, I may be going this year to the NFL Combine for that, see these prospects up front.
That's something I've been wanting to do for a while, is get down there to the Combine.
Yeah, that's my thing. I love that stuff, man. I really get into it. If you're on my channel, you know, man, I do draft a lot of draft prospects. I love that stuff. I like the building of a team. That's my thing. We got Man Bear Pig.
Ooh.
Sick name, by the way. Man Bear Pig. Some people have the Lions winning on Thanksgiving. I'm going to say no. I do not have the Detroit Lions winning on Thanksgiving.
Wait. I will say, if the Josh Allen that showed up in New Orleans shows up in that game in the Dome, if that Josh Allen shows up, the Lions can win. But if the Josh Allen that's been showing up the last 2 years shows up, we're screwed.
Josh Allen's dropping 400 plus and 5 touchdowns on us. He is.
He's a special quarterback, folks.
He's special, man.
The game is in a dome.
I know.
Right? That Ford
Yes.
Field.
Yeah.
And the last time he was in a dome was New Orleans, and he played horribly.
If they can get after him, man, they'll have a little bit of a chance. You know what I mean? But they're gonna have to disrupt him, man, every single play, knock him on his butt. That's gonna be tough.
I agree with you, Mark. If they can get after him, that's going to determine whether or not they score 30 or 50 points against us.
That's it, man. And even if they get after him, they're still scoring 30.
Yeah,
you still have Stephon Diggs.
Can we put a retractable roof in an order in a windstorm?
Oh, man. It's going to be a tough one, folks. I mean, anything's possible, though. Like, you know, literally, you know, the sun could blow out
70-yard field
tomorrow.
The sun could blow out tomorrow.
A black hole could enter our solar system tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. You know, it is the universe. But
Aaron Rodgers throws a perfect pass. Once Watson is healthy, he drops it, and he says, "Fuck this shit, I quit."
Oh,
sorry.
It's all good. Bold prediction: we sweep the North. Sid B. Fit just blew up with the bold prediction. He took you over there, Domber. Cook goes down, making Minnesota one-dimensional, and Karen goes down, and Lions walk all over the North. LFG. Okay, that's bold, bro. Sid,
if that happens, that's fantastic.
I had that dream
Sid
last
on fire
night.
with some bold predictions right there. That's absolutely bold.
I did that on Madden.
Wow.
Well, folks, we've been on for about an hour. I got to get on for LNU. I got to prep for it really quick. We're going to be live there in I don't know, about 20-some minutes. So we're going to go ahead and do last words. I want to start out with Jeremy, man. First off, shout out your channel. Let people know where they can find you. And, you know, tell the folks what you think.
Kneecap Biting with Smoking Jeremy B. I'm a newer podcaster. I've just been going the last 6 months. I love doing it. I love talking Lions football. I do live podcasts where I put my viewers' comments up every show. We address them every time. I have guests. Tomorrow night at 8, I'm live. So come on over, check it out on YouTube.
I got my guy, Lions Rumble. He is a Twitter addict. This guy is a Twitter machine. Like, if you think of Chuck Norris regarding fighting and epicness, he is that on Twitter. Shout out your Twitter there,
nice.
Rumble, and tell the folks your last words.
Yeah, man. Lion Rumble 81. Yep, it's the same at Twitter. It's the same here. I'm looking to do more podcasting as well. I enjoy these enjoy these moments with these legends here, with Micro Mike and Mark Orem and now Jeremy. So yeah, man, check me out on Twitter. I'll be on here a lot more this season as far as YouTube. But again, thank you as always, Mike, for inviting me on. Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
We got to get Mark Orem to 2,000 subscribers. It's absolutely a shame that he's not there right now. He is dropping fantastic content. I don't even know how it's possible. Mark.
Neither do I.
I know. Mark,
Straight
tell
fire.
the folks about your channel. Tell them to subscribe and how you coach the defensive line, and give some last words out there.
Come on.
Hey, man, I just want to say, man, a big shout out to Mike, man. Thanks for having me on, brother. I love being part of OPP. Shout out to Jeremy. Shout out to Lions Rumble. It was awesome, man. Yeah, man. Come visit me on my channel. Mark Orem, Orem's Forum. I'm dropping Lions content, trying to do it every single day. Keeping up with the training camp, keeping up with individual players, coaches, whatever we need to talk about, we're going to talk about. And, man, when you're teaching the D-line, just stay low, guys. Stay low.
If you guys are ready for round 2 for Talking Detroit Lions, go on LNU. We're going to be going live there. It's actually going to send you that way in the comment section. You see a link, it'll push you over there. We're going to talk some football and keep this thing going. With that said, folks, see you in a couple.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.